In fact, the sanctions against Beijing technology are not just the opinion of the US government. In Los Angeles, in a British-style mansion covering an area of 10 acres, a group of big bosses were sitting together and watching the news on the TV. After shaking off the ash from his cigar, a bearded middle-aged man sneered, "Our commander-in-chief is still so pushy. None of this matters. As long as it can bring us dollars, we can support him to sit in this position. If he changes his mind, we can also let him get out," said another. After this ban is issued, Beijing Technology's overseas expansion will be completely blocked. Without our help, they will never leave the Dragon Kingdom again. Luo Yang, this young boy from the Dragon Kingdom, is a very difficult opponent. In the information submitted to the Black Palace by the security agency, Luo Yang's computer talent was set at the level of Kaiwan Mitnick. The reason is that he developed time machine simulator algorithm and disordered array encryption algorithm. I have sent the fruit company to test it out, and separately offered $30 billion to acquire these two algorithms. But they were still rejected in the end. A bald man said angrily that he was one of the major shareholders of the fruit company. The last time the fruit company made an offer for acquisition, it was his idea that he proposed on the board of directors. A person who eats alone will not end well. If he were not in the Dragon Kingdom, he would be a dead man now. A certain boss has a cold voice, and he has his own armed force in his hands. Can't we consider killing this Dragon Kingdom boy directly? Do you think I haven't tried it? After the press conference, I immediately sent people to the Dragon Kingdom to catch this kid, and guess what? Everyone became interested after hearing this. Our people just got close to Beijing Technology, and then they were arrested by the security department of the Dragon Kingdom. They are still missing. Damn it, the Dragon Kingdom immediately raised the security level of this kid. Later, the boy from the Dragon Kingdom formed a security company. Although the conditions were very simple, those people were all retired elite personnel from the Dragon Kingdom, which improved the daily protection of him and his parents. If we want to take action, we must use heavy firepower weapons. Otherwise it will be difficult to succeed. The big man cursed angrily. Everyone present felt very sorry when they heard this. Originally, they had a chance. No matter what, we must take a bite of the fat meat of Beijing Technology. After this ban begins, you can ask the company to launch a second round of quotations. As long as the Dragon Kingdom boy can't bear the pressure, there is still hope. In addition, the members of our MIO Alliance can consider continuing to expand. If Gugu and Fruit Company can join, I think the effect of the ban will be more obvious. Let's take it one step at a time. The Longhua market is very important to the fruit company. We can't express our position easily, otherwise it will cause Longhua to counterattack and I will lose a lot of money. Brother Gu can consider it. On the TV, Mr. Wang looked proud and officially announced the results. During this hearing, Congress very carefully considered the impact of all aspects and finally passed the Information Security Review Report jointly submitted by the three major companies, Microsoft, IBM, and Beastbones. Considering the threats to national security and Beijing Technology's unfair competition, the United States has decided to impose the following sanctions on Beijing Technology. First, from now on, Beijing Technology is prohibited from conducting any business in the United States. American companies are prohibited from conducting any business cooperation with Beijing Technology. All businesses operated by Beijing Technology in the United States have been suspended indefinitely. For companies that have reached cooperation with Beijing Technology, the cooperation agreement will be terminated immediately. At the same time, the Security Department will conduct a security inspection on the company to determine whether it is suspected of leaking American secrets. Second, in order to ensure the information security of allied countries, the United States does not recommend that allied countries use Beijing computer systems and other Beijing series software. It also proposes that allied countries impose joint sanctions on Beijing Technology on a global scale. Third, from now on, global hardware manufacturers are prohibited from pre-installing and selling Beijing computer/server systems, Beijing Office software, and Beijing database software. Any hardware manufacturer that pre-installs and sells the above-mentioned software will enter the U.S. black market list, prohibiting the purchase of chips made by Intel and companies. 3 bans in total. The media present took a deep breath, the first two directly cut off Beijing Technology's overseas market channels, and the third is even more heart-wrenching. Intel has finally come to an end. This technology giant that monopolizes personal computer chips has officially launched an attack on Beijing Technology. It's over. As soon as this ban comes out, the 6 major computer vendors will probably terminate their cooperation as soon as possible. Official media reporters immediately realized what was going on. In Luoshanji, after many giants saw the ban, they finally showed smiles that they were confident of winning. The time when the United States announced the ban happened to be 6:30 in the morning in Longguo. Reporters from the overseas branch of the official media immediately spread the news back to the other side of the ocean, Dragon Kingdom, capital city. At 6 o'clock in the morning, Beijing is gradually waking up from its deep sleep. Pedestrians going to work have already gone out, and the November morning has begun to get cold, so many people walked into the breakfast shop. Boss, a bowl of soy milk, 3 steamed buns, 2 leek eggs, and 1 fennel egg. Okay. There are empty seats over there. 2 bowls of wontons, 2 fried dough sticks, 2 sugar cakes, and 2 tea eggs. A bowl of millet porridge. I want tofu puffs and a pie. Okay, you guys sit down first. Uncle, here are 2 pancakes with fruit, more green onions and more chili oil. Okay, the young man is quite harsh. Another millet pancake, with extra crispy skin and ham sausage. The small breakfast shop is very lively. The small place is filled with pots and pans, and a few tables and benches support the entire breakfast shop. At the door is a pancake and fruit vendor, a pancake vendor, and a roasted sweet potato vendor. This stall was crowded with urban white-collar workers in suits and ties holding briefcases, blue-collar workers in work clothes, plain-faced community owners in pajamas, and adults and children rushing to send their children to school. Warm wontons, sprinkle with chopped green onion and chili oil, and some fried dough sticks and sugar cakes. For lighter ones, get a few steamed buns, and eat them with refreshing pickled radish. Ha! That's called a simple one. Mornings in Old Beijing are so simple. As an old Beijinger who lives at the foot of the imperial city, what he likes to talk about most on weekdays is national affairs. He scolded Feng Qiu one by one, pointed out the country, and finally became red-faced and thick-necked over the topic of global warming. Then global warming is causing the icebergs in the Arctic and Antarctic to melt, causing the global sea level to rise by 1 meter. Polar bears and seals have no place to stay. Why are you catching seals? Why are you catching penguins? Good guy, you made me laugh. Polar bears are in the Arctic and penguins are in the Antarctic. These two things are incompatible. You are still arguing with me. In the breakfast shop, there is an old TV. The channel with the clearest signal is the state-run news station. At this time every day, the TV will play the morning news. At this time, a piece of news directly attracted the attention of everyone in the breakfast restaurant. Our news is that at 6:30 this morning, the U.S. Congress officially ended its 8-hour hearing and passed the information security report submitted by the 3 major companies, Microsoft, IBM, and Beastbones. Decision. The Commander-in-Chief of the United States, King Wang, officially announced the decision to impose sanctions on Beijing Technology. Beijing Technology will be included in the U.S. entity ban list and will be prohibited from conducting any business in the United States. All business that has been carried out will be closed, and the scope of this ban will be expanded to a global scale. At the same time, major hardware manufacturers are prohibited from pre-installing Beijing series software, otherwise they will be sanctioned by the United States and unable to purchase chips from Intel and Intel. Currently, our station's Shanghai reporters have rushed to Beijing building for interviews. For more information, please pay attention to our station's follow-up reports. The entire breakfast restaurant was suddenly silent at this moment. Some young people's eyes turned red. K. I don't know who cursed angrily, immediately breaking the quiet situation. What the hell are Americans doing again? Last time they suppressed Warwick, and this time they suppressed Beijing Technology. This is endless. Beijing Technology is the backbone of our Dragon Kingdom. The previous battle with Microsoft made our Dragon Kingdom people feel bad, but now it has become a thorn in the side of the Americans. They actually prohibit computer dealers from buying chips from Intel and. This is such a vicious move. Who doesn't know that these two companies have a monopoly on the global computer chip market? Chip again. How many Dragon Country companies have been killed by Americans using chips? Zhongting. Warwick. TMD, when will our Dragon Country have domestically produced chips? MD, I won't eat this meal. The more I think about it, the more frustrated I become. The name of Bachin Technology can be said to be resounding throughout the country during this period of time. IT has become one of the most popular words in Dragon Kingdom this year. After the United States sanctioned Warwick, Warwick has become the incarnation of the hero of the Dragon Kingdom in the past few years. Many people in the Dragon Kingdom have purchased Warwick's products to express their determination to support domestic products. At this autumn's press conference, Warwick's Mat series flagship mobile phones have been out of stock from the time they were launched until now. As the proud product of Warwick Company this year, the MAT series uses the latest Kirin chip, which uses the latest 5G baseband developed by Warwick. Its performance in all aspects has surpassed Gautam Company's Fire Dragon chip. However, due to the US ban, Taiwan Electromechanical was forced to terminate its cooperation with Warwick and no longer OEM Kirin chips. There are rumors in the world that this will be Warwick's last Kirin chip, and future Huawei flagship phones will purchase Lientech chips as a replacement. This has once again triggered a rush to buy Mat models. Coincidentally, in August this year, the incident that Microsoft may cut off the supply of Longway computer operating system broke out, and the entire Microsoft company was pushed to the forefront, when the entire Dragon Kingdom was angry because there was no domestic system that could completely replace the Win system. Bachin Technology came out. The press conference held on August 8 became an important turning point for Longway in the field of operating systems. From this day on, Longway no longer has to look at others' glances, and no longer has to be controlled by others, although there are still many people who are skeptical and suspect that it is another domestic system with a modified Linux kernel. Their fingers still downloaded the Bachin computer system involuntarily, and then clicked to activate it uncontrollably. This is the expectation of countless Dragon Kingdom citizens, looking forward to the stars and the moon. Bachin Technology finally lived up to expectations and successfully fought its way out. As the founder, Luo Yang has therefore become one of the most well-known people in the Dragon Kingdom. His experience of becoming famous at a young age has spread throughout the country and has become the life idol in the hearts of countless young people in the Dragon Kingdom. I want to be like my brother Luo Yang, study hard, and finally be admitted to Fu University. This was the answer of a left-behind little boy when the state media interviewed a school in a remote mountainous area. In order to support the family, his parents left their hometown and went to work in electronics factories in coastal areas. They could only come back during the holidays every year. There are many children who have gone through the same thing as him, and Luo Yang's name is also remembered by these children. A great man once said, "Read for the rise of the Dragon Kingdom." These children all represent the future of Dragon Kingdom. Bachin Technology and Luo Yang have become the second company after Warwick Company to make the people of Dragon Kingdom proud. He is also the second hero in the hearts of the people of Dragon Kingdom. Not long ago, after the system war broke out, Bachin Technology's battle with Microsoft was talked about by everyone. However, in the blink of an eye, the behemoth of the United States came to an end and tried to strangle Bachin Technology in the cradle. Anger surged into the hearts of all the people who saw the news. MD, I want to support Bachin Technology. At the breakfast bar, a white-collar male wearing glasses had red eyes and tugged on his tie with a computer bag next to him. The male white-collar worker directly opened Warwick's laptop, then directly logged into the official website of Bachin Technology and started downloading the Bachin computer system. Before the system was downloaded, the man had already purchased the activation code. The company's computers have been replaced by the Bachin computer system. Now this personal computer has been completely replaced. Good boy. You really give credit to our men in the capital. As for them, I will ask my son to give me the entire computer when I get back. I don't want it if it's not Bachin computer system. I switched to the Bachin computer system 2 months ago. I just bought the Office software activation code not long ago. Now my computer is Warwick and the system is Bachin. Good guys. They are all good. The eyes of several elders and aunts who were eating suddenly became moist when they saw this scene. How many years have passed? How many years have passed? I never expected to see this scene again. A retired man from a state-owned enterprise had a trembling voice. Compared with when he was young, the current 21st century is a bit confusing to the uncle. When he was young, although the country was poor, the relationship between people was very simple. If someone falls on the road, it's not a big deal to help him or her and send him to the hospital. But now? If your family doesn't have tens of millions who would dare to support it, today's society is becoming more and more impetuous. Young people are busy making short videos. In order to attract attention, all kinds of vulgar methods are used in an endless stream. Sometimes the old man wants to slap him in the face. What a mess! Although there are more and more programs on TV, the boys are more girly than the girls. Several times, the uncle thought it was a girl, but when he asked his granddaughter, he realized that it was a boy. Whose men look more like women than women if they are painted with makeup and have fine skin and tender flesh? As a result, a quarrel broke out between the uncle and his granddaughter because of this incident. It turned out that the sissy was his granddaughter's idol, and all the girls in the school were chasing him. The uncle was angry at that time. Idol, do you know what an idol is? Look at Luo Yang. Not only was he admitted to a prestigious university, he also started his own business and established Beichin Technology. In terms of appearance, character, and contribution, how is Luo Yang not better than this sissy? Because he is a star and can sing and dance. Luo Yang is just a programmer. What else does he know besides studying codes, you? The uncle was so angry that he was so angry at the generation gap between him and young people makes the uncle feel more and more obvious that he has been abandoned by the times. Originally, he thought that in this impetuous society, it would be difficult to see the grand scene like before when the Dragon Kingdom was first established. Everything was waiting to be revitalized. Countless people silently contributed their efforts, and only then did the Dragon Kingdom take off now. But now, in the face of successive attacks from the United States and the sanctions imposed on Beichin Technology, the young people of the Dragon Kingdom have begun to express their support in their own way. Beichin Technology will definitely become the pride of Dragon Kingdom. The uncle tremblingly took out the elderly phone in his pocket and dialed his son's number. Hey, son. Dad, what happened? I heard something wrong with your voice. Why are you crying? Did Nini make you angry again? I will cut her when you get back. Who's crying? Urabi ******* D. Don't take it out on your child. Okay, Dad, you have the final say. Do you have anything else to do? Our company is working overtime? Let me ask you, which company does the computer system you use come from? Microsoft. The company bought a genuine system 2 years ago. What happened? Let me tell you, starting from today, I will change all the computer systems in your company and our home. They will all be replaced by Beichin Technology. And the typing software will also be replaced by me. Dad, you don't have a fever, right? Dozens of computers in my company have to be replaced with Beichin Technology products. How much will it cost? If you don't change today, don't call me Dad in the future. Okay, Dad, I was wrong. I don't know why you keep thinking of this, but just change it. Anyway, I heard from other companies in the office building that the Beichin system is not bad. That's right. Beichin Technology is now the pride of Long Country. It is everyone's responsibility to support domestic products. Okay, let me get busy first. After hanging up the phone, the uncle looked at the people outside and had a different view of this impetuous society. Times are changing, and people are changing, but that red heart will never change. Luo Yang, that's all the old man can do. The rest is up to you. As time goes by, more and more people know about the US sanctions against Beichin Technology. News about the ban also spread directly throughout the entire Dragon Kingdom. Department of shocked. After Zhongting and Warwick, the United States has once again banned a Dragon Kingdom company. Penguin News, Beichin Technology has entered the US ban list. Next scarf hot search, chip supply is threatened, and computer manufacturers are about to terminate their cooperation with Beichin Technology. Tomorrow's headlines, can Beichin Technology persevere in the face of attacks? On the banks of the Huangpu River, Huangpu Bay opposite Beichin Building, and residents in Zholi on the Bund, you can see the lights of Beichin Technology lit up all night. The lights in Beichin Building have been brightly lit since yesterday. Except for those who are on rotation, all other employees have stayed in Beichin Building. Luo Yang's work phone number has been maxed out at this moment, and many calls continue to come in. After the ban was issued in the morning, all website entrances under Beichin Technology have been blocked by the US Network Department immediately. prohibiting access to any data flow within the US. This means that users who use Beichin computer systems and Beichin Office software will not be able to obtain system updates and upgrades from today, but it will not affect daily use. The domain name of Aurora Search has been completely blocked and cannot be opened in the United States. There is also the issue of data transfer. Egret Cloud currently does not develop overseas business. Most overseas and American users use the cloud services of the three giants. Even if Beichin Technology's website is blocked, it will not be affected. Major computer dealers have also received a ban, requiring all computers with Beichin computer system and Office software pre-installed to be removed from the shelves in the United States. Only computers that have been reinstalled with Win system are allowed to continue to be sold. Luo Yang was introducing the latest situation. All Beichin Technology executives were present, listening to Luo Yang's story. At the same time, as soon as the third ban came out, several major computer vendors were furious. Currently, Hewlett-Packard, Dell, Hongqi, and Huashua are forming teams to lobby the Black Palace. If they didn't have no choice, several major computer vendors wouldn't want to terminate the contract. After all, there was a stipulation when signing the cooperation agreement that once the contract was terminated, Beichin Technology would be compensated for huge expenses. The liquidated damages of each of the top 5 computer companies are $50 million. The liquidated damages of mobile phone giants such as Shinchuan and Warwick are slightly lower. But even if the company has a big business, there is no reason to just give away $50 million to others. The 5 giants will have to pay $250 million in liquidated damages in total. Everyone present nodded. This rule was added specifically to deal with today's situation. No wonder several major computer dealers were anxious. In order to avoid such huge losses, several parties quickly formed a team and began to lobby the Black Palace, trying to delay or cancel the third ban. When faced with the dilemma of withdrawing from the domestic market, several major computer manufacturers had no choice but to pinch their noses and sign breach of contract clauses with Beichin Technology. Now, because of the ban, if they continue to sell computers with Beichin system pre-installed, they will not be able to buy chips from Intel and Intel. This is completely undermining the fire. The chip and operating system are definitely the two most important things in a computer, and one is indispensable: either comply with the ban, cancel the pre-installed Beichin system, and then compensate Beichin Technology for $250 million, while also facing the possibility of losing the domestic market. Either violate the ban, but face the crisis of not having any chips available. Several major computer vendors directly scolded Congress. The first is the first ban. Beichin Technology is required to withdraw from the US market. This is what we expected. The development of overseas markets mainly relies on pre-installed activation by major computer vendors and the sale of activation codes through the official website. The main products sold are computer operating systems and Office software. The database and server system business has not yet been launched overseas. Due to the third ban, the channels for pre-installation by computer vendors are currently blocked. It's not a big problem that Aurora Search is blocked. Originally, the main direction of attack was domestic. It's not the time to compete with Brother Goo yet. To sum up, because overseas business is relatively simple, Beichin Technology has not opened any overseas branches. In this way, Beichin Technology is completely lightweight. There is no need to consider layoffs or server transfer issues, and it directly closes data for American users. Just interface. We will give up our overseas business first, and then Beichin Technology will come back and cut another wave of leaks. Users in the United States cannot update the system and Office software. This is not a big problem. They can do it through a third-party website. Anyway, just copy the latest patch directly from the Beichin Technology official website. The second ban, the response measures are the same as above. The only change is that the scope of the ban is expanded from the United States to the world. The third ban will hit us the hardest. Because in addition to computer vendors, server manufacturers are also restricted. Among the 3 major domestic server companies that cooperate with Beichin Technology, Highline Group uses Intel chips, Shuguang uses chips developed in cooperation with and Warwick it is the Dapeng chip developed by ourselves. In the absence of chip replacement, Highline and Shuguang may end their cooperation agreement with Beichin Technology ahead of schedule. This means that we actually only have one partner left in the server field, and that is Warwick. Actually, if we don't consider other reasons, we are a perfect match. Warwick makes hardware and we make software. We are a powerful combination. Warwick can provide finished servers, while Bachin Technology is responsible for providing server operating systems and enterprise-level databases. For cloud, customers can choose Warwick Cloud or Egret Cloud.